Yeah.
Welcome back to Podcast on Wheels. I'm your host, Brian Smith, and tonight we've got some brand new friends that are starting their podcast. We've got Sarah and Tyra. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
Yes.
Thanks.
Hey.
Tell us about your show. What prompted you to start a podcast?
Oh, Lord. That's the $1 million question. So I wanted to do one for like past 2 or 3 years.
Mhm.
A friend of mine had brought up doing one, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that. Like, I would love to do that. And then I went and saw Sarah at the beginning of this year for a Reiki session.
Yeah, I'm a Reiki practitioner. And so
Yes.
she came to me for some things.
Yes. So
Yeah.
and we did all the things.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, and I kind of we were simultaneously going through
A lot.
a lot.
Yeah.
In life in general, just healing journey and all of that. And she kind of saw that for me. And it was backstory. My dad passed away
Okay.
3 years ago this past June. And so it was the anniversary of his death, and I wanted to be in his studio, and I just wanted to feel connected. So I had her come up there and do a reading. And she kind of saw that and was like, this podcast needs to be about music. Like, that's the direction.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, you got to do it with me.
Yeah. I mean, we ended up, we were seeing each other so much just with the sessions, and we were having a really good time in the sessions. We were laughing, we were getting to know each other. And, I learned about her father. And so I was just like, okay, well, I'm going to do anything I can to help you feel good about your grieving process, your healing process. So yeah, when I went into his room at the studio, I was like, this is about to be way bigger than what you've ever dreamed
Yeah.
of, because he's like in my ear telling me all these wonderful, cool things that are about to happen. And then she just invited me to do the show with her.
That's
So it
cool.
was fun.
And it has been, it's been a ride, and we're
Yeah.
just started.
I mean, when we said we're going to do the podcast, it's almost like the universe said, yes, you are. And like just started bringing everything
Yeah.
together for us. We really haven't had any difficult situations come up to where we're like, oh, this is a block, or this is, anything like that. It just keeps rolling. So I think we just kind of talk to each other every once in a while, and we're like, if it wasn't meant to be, we would know. And it's been so easy just getting everything set up. And so we're just rolling with it.
My thought process on that is it's your perception, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're going to see
Yeah.
what you're looking for in a way,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
So if we're looking for problems, we'll find problems. When we started, I had people tell me, well, I'm not going to listen until you do 10 shows or 20 shows
Yeah.
because a lot of people go and
Yeah.
crash out, right?
Right.
And the one thing I wish somebody would have told me was, how and who do you really want to be on here?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There is no shortage of talent in
Right.
this area, and you know
Right.
that.
Yeah. It's
Right.
From songwriters, musicians, artists, producers, engineers, and we're talking to them all
Yeah.
because they all play a pivotal role
Yeah.
in everything you listen to.
Mhm.
And music literally is what flows through everybody.
Yeah.
I really can't relate to people who like go and not listen to music in
Oh,
their
yeah.
car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
No, I
know?
feel that. I feel that. I mean,
Um,
I listen to a lot of music, but tell us a little bit, you being from here,
Mhm.
right? So forgive me, because I'm from North Alabama, but forgive me. I just watched the documentary.
Oh, wow.
I did too.
Okay, just
I
watched
I
it,
just watched that too 2 months ago.
but I knew everything in there. I
Yeah.
just didn't know who all had been
Mhm.
around. So that was intriguing to me, right?
Mhm.
Like I said, I wanted to get a picture by the studio today. Like
Yeah.
there's an advanced auto across the street, but it's still there.
Right.
Like,
Right.
you look at it. When I talked to a friend today on the phone, he called me when we were over at Bart's coming here. He's in California. Okay, this
Okay.
guy does well, right?
Mhm.
And I said, I'm in Muscle Shoals, Alabama. He said, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, bro, you don't know. And he's
Yeah.
like, oh, what song? Who? So tell me a little bit about what that's about. Because even people from here, me included, I didn't really grasp the studio and where you're going to be.
Well, we're going to be at Fame
Mhm.
Recording Studios. And it was, Rick Call started in 1962. Aretha Franklin
Yeah.
got her very first hit there.
Yeah.
Etta James, Wilson Pickett, all of these people who are the staple to a lot of the up and coming artists now. That's the reason they started. And so, just the talent that's here, it's
But
insane. It
but I
really
hear
is.
what you're saying because 'cause I'm from out of town.
Right.
I'm a transplant, and so, yeah, when I was like, "Oh, we're recording at Fame," I was like, "It's just a building and a
Yeah.
town."
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I'll
no.
tell you what happened, though,
Yeah.
that where I'm a believer now.
Okay.
So we had some pictures done there
Uh-huh.
to promote the podcast, and I'm a very sensitive person. We've kinda talked about that.
Yeah.
I do readings and everything like that. I do Reiki. And we were in one of the studio rooms, and I got really emotional.
Mhm.
And I got goosebumps all over me, all over my head, all over my arms, and I just could feel the energy in this room. And I'm like, "What is going on here? Was this built on like a special sacred ground or
Right.
something?" Because I'm feeling the vibes and the energy through the room. And so there is something special about that building that can't be explained unless you're there actually working there, recording there, doing creative outlets there. It's like something goes through you that you
Mhm.
can't explain. It's kind of supernatural. And
Yeah.
so I'm a believer now. Now I'm like, okay, well, we're doing this at Fame, and I feel very honored and special to be there. And I think that's what the musicians start to feel, and that's why they do have
They
this spot.
gravitate.
Yeah, they gravitate towards there because they know how special the building is itself, and so
Mhm.
everyone wants to record there because of the special energy there.
But the
So, yeah.
music community here is like family.
Yeah.
Like Spooner and his wife, or Spooner, when I was pregnant with my youngest, would call me once a week just to check on me,
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
make sure I was doing okay. I mean, and they're my family. Like,
Yeah.
I see them, I love you, I mean,
Yeah.
that's,
And I'm even making friends, and I just started meeting these people. They're so sweet. They're so nice. They just accept you
Yeah.
as you are. And so it is just the friendliest place.
It really is. And
Mhm.
and I love being from North Alabama.
mm-hmm.
Right. I was born in Decatur. That's
Okay.
where I was born.
Decatur wears greater.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I don't know that to be true. But
They
I
say.
moved away. Baseball took me on a journey, if you will. I left in like 97, moved back in 2012. Is that right? 12, met her in 13, maybe somewhere in there. But just being here and the people,
Mm-hmm.
a silly story. I stopped by a gas station the other day in Florence. And I was making a joke. I was like, "Hey, I don't know if I got enough." And he goes, "I got you. Put it up
Yeah.
here." And I was like, "No, no. I was just kind of flirting
Yeah.
with the old lady here. I wasn't like." He's
Yeah.
like, "I got you." Yeah, but that's how people
Yeah.
are. They're genuine,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
regardless of their status, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like millionaires and people who's written songs that. The coolest thing I've heard stories is there'll be people walking around tonight here.
That have wrote songs and you have no idea.
Exactly.
That are
You
Grammy
have no
winners.
idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you have no idea.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My dad wrote a song and Martina McBride cut it.
Mhm.
And he walks around and you would never know.
Right. Right.
You would never know it.
So my favorite thing on that documentary is one of the artists, and I can't remember the name, but said, "I want the band to play.
Mm-hmm.
I want those black guys to play."
Mm-hmm. And they were,
And they said, "Well, they're a little pale, but they'll play for you, right?"
yeah.
And you see them walking, and they're like, "Wait, he's gonna like Wranglers and
Yeah.
T-shirts and just hanging
Yeah.
out. They're just people
Mhm.
with the energy. Does it come
It's
from the
the
mud? Does it
energy.
come from the water? Is it?"
It is, but let me tell you
Something.
something. Rick Hall had an ear for all of it.
Yeah.
I mean, he really was the staple of that for here.
Yeah.
I mean, he was,
So
and
he
I
kind of
did get the honor of working for him before he
Okay.
passed. Funny story. It really doesn't have anything to do with music, but it's hilarious.
Yeah.
So I was pregnant with my youngest, and I was going to his house to get checks signed. Like I, did the office work and all that. So I was there, and my son was with me, and he at the time was like 4, and he was a boy. Okay, he needed a leash, probably a cage. Who knows? Like he was
I got to
all over the
I get it.
place. And me and Linda, his wife, are sitting there talking. Who Linda, by the way, is still at the studio every single day
Okay.
and love her dearly. And so we're sitting there talking, and my son is on his pool table. Joe Namath gave him this pool table.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Nolan is on top of it, rolling the balls. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and Linda's like, "You better get off that because Mr. Rick's going to come and get like really upset with you." And I was like, "Nolan, please." Like, I am embarrassed, mortified. I'm like, "Get off
Mhm.
the pool table." Rick comes around the corner and Nolan just climbs on it. And he's like, "Boy, you better get your ass." And I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah. So,
That's a
nothing
good
to do
story,
with
though.
music. Oh, and he did, like 8 years ago is when I had Dylan, and you wore like cute clothes. Pregnant people dress different now than they did.
Yeah.
And he wanted me to wear like muumuu dresses. And he be like, "Tyra," and he gave me some money. He's like, go get you some dresses.
Yeah.
Get you a moo.
So
Did you?
I I
didn't let her do
didn't,
that.
but
Yeah.
Linda, I did go and she gave me some dresses and I wore Miss
Well,
Linda's
see, that's different.
dresses.
So let me get to this because we're just going to.
Yes.
What should people expect from this show? Like if they want to tune in to see, because like I said,
I know that is so fun.
I've seen pictures. I've seen you guys as a guest on another show.
Yeah.
And you're fun. Your
Yeah.
energy's great.
Yeah.
What do people need to tune in to see? When you say the engineers, the
Well,
musicians,
I
the
think
writers?
for one,
Yeah.
people who are fans of whoever we have on are going to see their artists talk about who they are and who they are, not as a artist per se, but like who they are like as a person, as their human element. Because I think fans need to see that side of them. And I just think we're going to have a really fun, playful banter with them back and forth. That way they really do get to know their favorite artist or engineer or, you know,
In a
whatever,
really
musician.
authentic way.
In a really authentic way,
Yes.
to
Yeah.
where it's like we all, you know, she talks about how in the studio, I think they all become family. We want their fans to feel like they're family too.
Yeah.
Perfect.
To feel like you
So,
know them.
yeah.
Like you leave having us as a friend.
Yeah.
Because who
Yeah.
would not want us as a friend?
Yeah.
Right? We're great people, you know, we're super fun.
We're funny.
And we just want to make sure that everyone feels like that they get to know their artists and their musicians in the way that they would know them sitting on their couch
Yeah.
at home. And so that's the vibe that we're trying to bring. So yeah.
And we're
that human
also
element.
doing, but like we're also, there's a lot of cool stuff around here.
Yeah.
And
that
this
people
is
don't
a
talk
very
about.
touristy town.
Mhm.
Yeah.
People come specifically to like tour the studios and then they leave.
Mhm.
But if you want to stay a little while, I
Mhm.
mean, there's a lot of
Yeah.
cool stuff, and
Yeah,
we're
so
gonna
we wanna
tap
show
into
that too.
a
Perfect.
lot
Yeah,
of that
we
too.
want to show the hotels, the pubs, the little restaurants around here also, because there is a lot of cool things here. And when I first moved here from Dallas, one of the first things I thought, I was like, this town is so sleepy. You know, no one really does anything. So I kind of want to get a vibe going here to where it's like, you know, we're having a lot of fun. It's peaceful fun.
Right.
You know,
right.
it's good
right.
fun.
Right.
But there's hiking trails.
yeah,
I mean,
there's
there's
really
Yeah.
all.
pretty
If you're an
things.
outdoors person, I love. I mean, she hikes every day. I hike every day. I mean, we go. There's really cool
Yeah,
spots.
there's a lot of beauty here.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the documentary, they talk about the singing river.
Mhm.
And I really want to show off that energy also, how the river does bring this certain vibe here for creatives. I really think this is the best kept secret for creatives and artists, because when a creative and artist comes here, it's like you can slow down just enough to feel, to
Yeah.
like feel and hear what's going on within you to make your art.
Yeah.
And if you live in a busy town, that's sometimes hard to do. So I want to try to bring as many artists and creatives here. That way they can experience the energy here to create more.
Yeah. That's awesome. And I will say, as I told y'all earlier, I met my wife and I was a baseball coach, and baseball has been my background in my life until I have kids and a family now. But I didn't know about the sports complex. It's just been
Oh,
built,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I mean, like Bart was telling
Sports
me
is
the
huge.
baseball, the football, there's soccer, like 16 baseball fields, football.
My son
like,
played on it this
where?
past season. In
He's like right on
Florence.
the Tennessee River.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like how beautiful would that be?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's like, you hadn't seen it? I'm like, no, I come here and do what I need to do. And I
Yeah.
go.
We
So-
have cool shows like Shoals Fest is coming in October,
Right.
Okay.
and that's going to be on the water.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I might need to bring this back over for that.
Yes.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Now that I know some really cool people, we won't air that, Bart. That you got me here, but we got to get really cool
Yeah,
people.
we'll
to
be
get-
there.
We'll be there.
We'll got to get it really cool. All right. So last question.
Okay.
What is the hardest thing? Because y'all said everything's been pretty smooth. What's been the hardest thing if somebody was thinking about starting a podcast?
It's us. We're the hardest thing.
Yes.
Our brain, like getting out of our own way.
Yes.
Saying, because like that's the thing. We're getting so much support and so much feedback. So many people are coming through saying, "I'll help you here. I'll help you there."
I'm
And
so glad you're doing
Yeah, I'm
this.
so glad
like,
you're
why haven't
doing
you done
this.
this sooner?
Yeah,
And
there's
we're
a
like,
lot of electricity behind us. There's a lot of voltage behind it. But then we're like, can we do? Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
And so we are getting in our own
really
way
good,
right now.
supportive friends.
Yeah, we really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that I've started paying more attention to like even TV shows,
Mhm.
how the actors and actresses look better in season 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And I go back and watch my first 20 shows and I did a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of that.
Yeah.
But software helps with editing. At the same time, it just becomes more natural.
Yeah.
So kudos to you guys for starting.
Thank you.
This has
Yeah.
been fun. I didn't really know we were going to get this honor tonight, but
I know.
awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, tell me the name of the show again.
All the things.
All the things.
All the things. We're talking about all the things.
All the things.
Yes.
And anything and everything. All
Yes,
the things.
all the
Yeah.
things.
All of it.
Awesome.
And you will say that 100 times now.
I will.
Watch. You and your wife, y'all will say that 1,000,000 times.
I will.
Yeah.
You'll say something and you'll be like, yeah, all the things. And then you'll think of us.
Yeah.
So
We just like
Cheers.
get in your brain.
you're welcome.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
That's awesome. Thank you guys for watching Podcast on Wheels.